Okay, that was the media. CNN going after California Governor Gavin Newsom's narrative that Trump is targeting him with multiple Justice Department probes into his inner circle, including his wife. The probes actually began under Joe Biden with California whistleblowers and local sources and authorities in Sacramento. And now it appears Newsom is concerned this may ruin his run for the White House. Semaphore, Axios both report Newsom's team sent a memo to Democrats to try to frame the investigations as Trump targeting and Trump retribution. Let's bring in radio host Jason Rantz. Jason Rantz, it's good to see you. What's your reaction to all of this? Axios reported it was not ordered by Trump or DOJ officials in D.C. What do you say?
Well, given how he's responding and framing this, it certainly makes me think he's hiding something, that there are some potential crimes here, or at least something serious enough that would make him look really bad to the point of hurting his candidacy for president, even though he's not actually the person who is being investigated. This is how you react when you're trying to hide something. You cast yourself as a victim. And it's generally actually a really good strategy if it's not so crystal clear. That the media is calling him out on this and pointing this out is obviously going to hurt the whole point of the strategy. But the other piece here is obviously to raise a whole bunch of money. And we've certainly seen amongst voters who aren't connecting to facts and true news stories and instead being, motivated by opinion, they will donate to people who they think are coming under assault by this president. And so from a financial standpoint, it's probably smart for him to do this, even though it's dishonest.
Yeah, we're seeing Democrats focus on other things, not his talking points. Greg Jarrett was with us yesterday reacting to Newsom's claim about Trump targeting him. Let's get your take on this. Watch.
I'm so amazed how Democrats who come under criminal investigation always complain it's politically driven, but when Trump or anybody in his orbit is investigated, oh, gee, it's never political, it's truly legit. Look, in Newsom's case, it was whistleblowers in his own home state, not Washington, that triggered the probe of the governor and his wife over their finances. And yes, it escalated last year, but it evolved from a probe that began during Joe Biden's term. So you can't blame that on Trump.
So where does this go? How will this affect Newsom's run for the White House? He's expected to run in 2028. What do you think?
Well, he's certainly reacting in a way that suggests there's something there that would actually hurt. Whether or not it does, we don't know. We live in this world now where people have been so broken by Donald Trump that they don't seem to care. They would go with someone like Gavin Newsom, who maybe has some criminal background that we don't know about yet, and they're willing to go with a Senate candidate with a Nazi tattoo. So they've thrown a lot of their own standards out the window, and in doing so, how they frame this is also just kind of smart, I guess. It's disgusting and devious, but anyone can now say, I'm only being targeted because I'm critical of Donald Trump. That's the only reason they're coming after me. So they're giving themselves a pass for criminal behavior so long as they criticize the president. It's pretty pathetic.
Thank you, Jason.